Hello, my name is Yaman Abraham Government. Today I'll be talking about on our project management approach, change management plan, and communication management plan throughout our project. So let's start with our project management approach. So in our project management approach, we have decided and implemented specifying for each member and project sponsor their specific jobs. In our project sponsor would be Dr. Wesley Williams. Our project manager would be Leonte Barreto. And our project superintendent and secretary would be Kwan Pham. Lead design and numerical analysis engineer would be Yaman Abraham Government. And our project liaison and public relations would be Nasos Strafopoulos. Even though all decisions are made by members collectively through a meeting or any other method of communications, the final say of the project would go to the project sponsor, which would be Dr. Williams. Secondly, let's talk about our change management plan. In this project, we have implemented and separated each step we have to go through to get our change necessary to our project. And these 4 steps are as follows. The first step would be identifying the change. The second step would be evaluating the benefits. The third step would be evaluating the impact. And the fourth step is seeking approval from our project sponsors. Now let's talk about individual steps. In the first identifying step, what we would do is identifying the change necessary for the project and quantify the change to the project if possible, which is always easier to make decisions if they are quantified. After the project change have been identified and quantified, the next step would be evaluate the benefits. This includes comparing if any other steps are required or if any other options are available. In this step will be evaluated and decisions should be made. After we pass the second step, we'll go through the third step, which is evaluating the impact on the project. In these steps, now we know the benefits of the project. Now we want to know what the impact would be on the overall project by evaluating what the impacts are and what the outcomes would be. After passing through these 3 individual steps, the final step would be seeking approval from our project sponsors. Even though they are aware of we have conducting these 3 steps before, we have to provide this change proposal to our project sponsors, and they have the final say. And the last and the third point I want to talk about today is our communications management plan. So for the whole project, all communications could be conducted via person to person, through email, through text, through Google Meet, and any other methods available as of right now. And in a general required communications rule would be all members are required to communicate professionally and to practice professional courtesy throughout our communications process. And each group member have their own role, and they will be required to do a certain communications as well. For example, our project manager is required to communicate with his members any communications he have conducted with project sponsors or any other parties. And the project superintendent and secretary is required to keep track of all communications, and the lead design and numerical analysis engineer is required to communicate his methodology and all design and analysis methods. Our project liaison and publications officer is required to communicate every communications he have done with outside parties and any other interested parties we have in our project. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Leonte Barreto, and I will be talking to you about the quality management plan and the risk management plan. Starting with the quality management plan, this will help us establish the understanding, processes, and procedures of ensuring a quality product upon conclusion of the project. The objective of this section is to define project's quality assurance, describe how quality will be managed, and discuss quality assurance and control activities. The quality management approach taken for the TGLB project will guarantee that quality is planned for both parts of the projects, both the TGLB demonstration and the gas lift process. For a successful product, this project will meet its quality objective by applying a unified quality approach to interpret quality standards, maintain this quality, and to continuously improve it. Since the project consists of two parts, both a demonstration of TGLB model and a simulation of the gas lift process, each part will be identified at different standards. Quality will be discussed with the customers in depth throughout the project's life cycle. The team members will be responsible for assuring that the project's product and process comply with a quality control protocol. This protocol will include schedule of the project, resources, cost, and production and processes performance. Each quality control measurement will be evaluated on a weekly basis by the team members in order to identify improvements of the project. All right, now I will talk to you a little bit more about the risk management plan. This plan will help us establish the framework in which each member of the team will identify risks and develop strategies to mitigate or avoid those risks. However, project elements will be outlined in the risk management approach before the identification of management of the risk can occur. Some of the risks that we have identified and established include low budget, short time frame, functionality, whether it's operational or not, structural integrity of the material, consistency of data, and maintaining long-term performance.
Hello, my name is Kwang Pham, and today I'll be speaking to you about the procurement management process. Our procurement management process consists of many steps as well as an ongoing management of all procurement activities and contracts. In this dynamic and sensitive environment, our goal is to simplify the procurement management by all necessary means in order to facilitate successful completion of our contract and projects. To aid in this simplifying task, we will use a standard documentation system and we're going to document every step of the procurement management process. These procurement documents will provide adequate levels of detail, which will allow an easier comparison for proposals. 2, more accurate pricing. 3, more detailed responses. And 4, more effective management of contracts and the vendors. One of the most important factors in staying on task and on schedule with the project is communication. We like to enforce and imply that communication between us and the vendors is very, very important. Like all the communication management plans, the procurement documents will have areas where vendors and team members will discuss issues regarding their services and the manufacturing products that they will be providing to us. Anything that is of an importance regarding of these items or services provided will be documented to help communicate both parties to stay on track and on schedule with the project. The following standard documents will be used for the project procurement activities, and all these documents will be available to both parties on our Google Shared Drive. The main point of this is to facilitate a proper means or line of communication, and this will help us choose a proper vendor that will provide a quality service to us and that will manufacture our product at our custom needs.
Hello, my name is Athanasios Stavropoulos, and today I'm going to be talking about the project scope. For this project includes designing, identifying, and building a transparent artificial gas lift valve in a classroom setting not more than 6 feet in size. This project also includes the designing and construction of a model acting as a scaled-down well, simulating the process of the gas lift valve in the well, helping the students to visualize how it affects the fluid flow. This process simulator does not have any gas lift valves due to the small scale of the model and the limitations in the budget. So for that reasons, valves are going to be used instead that pump air in the water field production tubing, representing the function of the gas lift valve in the well. As this project progresses, the project manager will verify interim project deliverables against the original scope as defined in the scope statement. Once the project manager verifies that the scope meets the requirements defined in the project plan, the project manager and sponsor will meet for formal acceptance of the deliverable. During the meeting, the project manager will present the deliverables to the project sponsor for formal acceptance. The project sponsor will accept the deliverable by signing a project deliverable acceptance document. This will ensure that project work remains within the scope of the project on a consistent basis throughout the life of the project.
We hope you enjoyed our presentation.
This concludes phase 1 of our senior project.
Thank you for listening.